just some small town dads living in the White Mountains. Hey, welcome to Small Town Dads. I'm your host, Jesse Regalado, and with me, my co-host,
Gabriel Lee Nelson.
Yeah, baby.
We are STDs, or
STDs.
super tired dads, or sort of tipsy dickheads.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Welcome to the podcast, where we are under-rested, undereducated, and over-opinionated.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. But we're here, and we're doing it.
Yes, sir. We're getting
And,
through.
You know, how are you?
I'm all right. I've had better weeks.
Yeah.
How about you?
Keep it, fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
At
At least we're going through it together.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat.
You want to know our stories? Sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, give us monies and we'll tell you.
We'll tell you the deep, dark, nasty.
Yeah, exactly. Man, episode 3. I feel like we've been doing this forever now.
Right, we're almost professionals.
Man,
we're cemented in podcast
We're grown
history.
now, man. No, I every time I go back and watch the episodes, I always have these mental notes. I'm like, man, I look like a fucking idiot. Like, I should do this better. Like, I should not. Yeah, but it is what it fucking is.
I always think of like, man, I should have said this instead, or like, oh, I should have been quicker about that. I should have commented on that, or why the fuck did you stop talking right there?
Making every life's decision, going over it, regretting it in that moment. You're just like, oh fuck.
You can almost see it on my face. I'll say something that'll like kill the vibe or the moment.
Yeah.
And my face will just realize it, and I'll go silent for a second. Like, thank God you'll laugh and say something.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh it off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or say something like, oh, too far.
Yeah, too far. We'll find the line, that's for sure. But going into it,
and then we'll cross that line.
Oh yeah, cross it again, redraw it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're gonna do. Let's start with a little bit of White Mountain Watch.
White Mountain Watch.
I always feel better when I see the mistakes of others. So.
Yeah, but our town's doing kind of good, short of the normal stuff like DUIs and warrants. Like,
right,
no one's really out here acting a massive fool.
It's getting harder and harder to find more
more
examples.
There are some,
which is good. There are some still. I mean, just because it's quiet on the mountain front, I still feel like it's easy to pick.
Yeah,
there's always someone to find. So I have one person. And I mean, a lot of people up here have played pool with them.
Oh,
they've seen him in the bar. You know what we're talking about
already.
I
do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this. Let's see. We got Mike Reed. Let's see. Attempted molestation, the molestation of a child, and it looks like it was back. It might have been a while.
That is, I think it was 2004. But nonetheless, that's no fucking bueno.
No.
Not at all. And I've been reading the comments on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I mean, first off, I've seen this guy in the bar that you work.
Oh, yes.
So before we go into the comments.
I serve him. I've served him for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it. I don't want to say I didn't see it coming because I didn't. But it didn't, like, drop my jaw and be like, oh no, because like I deal with a lot of creepy old dudes.
You weren't shocked, yeah, right?
Like,
yeah.
I see them get drunk and around pretty women, they kind of act a fool and get weird.
I've noticed just from my short time being up here in the White Mountains, it's kind of like the Valley's Mexico.
Like you fuck up in the valley and you flee here.
You start a new life up here. Because I've known a lot of people that are like, I hear through the grapevine of like what they're allegedly.
Well, because no one up here knows how to use the fucking internet.
That's true. They just think coming up here and camping is going to take away everything that's on the internet.
They're all, what's the Facebook Marketplace? Is that on Saturday?
Yeah, well, I find it interesting that they have this attempted. So it's kind of like...
that could mean anything.
Right. So like he was just hitting on a kid. Like...
Were they, like, texting? Was it over a weird app?
Right.
Did he take a piss in public at a park? Maybe not for
Nah,
that
maybe not
charge.
that one. Yeah, that
But you can't end up on
they
that
fell
list.
into my pee.
You can't. They are Kelly'd themselves.
Yeah, come on. These slides are fast these days.
Kids got Yeezys. But I forgot where I was going with that now. Thought about like wearing
Musty
Yeezy.
wood chips because that's at the playgrounds.
Oh.
Like that would suck.
Dehydra-
People were pissed because there's we have unhoused up here, the homeless
Oh.
and I always go into like in the valley. I had relatives that were in tent city for years, living homeless,
So when they
and
got out, they were good.
what?
No. Oh, Tent City. I thought you were talking
Oh,
about the
sorry.
jail.
No,
like
no,
the Joe
no.
Arpaio jail.
No, yeah,
I
just the homeless,
okay.
in tents,
Well, I take back that
middle
joke.
of
That was
Phoenix. That's
wildly
all.
insensitive.
I had to catch up there for a second. But I understand that drugs is a problem up here, and I like to feel like there's a lot of cases that we see that have some relation to like either over drug use, possession of selling, or even kids. You know, so underage vaping is a thing. That's there, and it's crazy to
And
think because it's the time we're in now. But
well, remember when they said they were trying to appeal cigarettes to us? Kids now have way more options and cooler tasting flavors. Like we had regular or menthol, and you had to fucking deal with one.
yeah,
Like now you can go get fucking Fruity Pebbles
right.
and feel like you're doing nothing to yourself.
I mean, yeah, those consequences are definitely under the surface.
Vaping is not better than smoking. Take it from me. I
No,
still can't breathe.
I don't care if it's big vape, big tobacco.
Big vape.
It's the same. It's just different pockets. Is that your rap name from now? Big Vape.
Big vape.
Big Vape.
I'm a lobbyist for Big Vape.
Sponsor the show.
Big Vape.
We'll sell out. Anyway, this Mike dude attempting to touch a kid. It's crazy. This is not a popular take. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. No, I'm not saying this guy. Just from looking at him, I don't think anyone was like, "Oh, I wish that guy would hit on me." He looks like a creep. I'm not defending this guy in any means, but I remember.
He was always good to me.
Right.
That's
I
about
mean,
all I can say. He was good to me.
He was good to me. He was a great
Now-
tipper.
Yeah. Do I get mad about
Yeah.
losing the money or
Right? So he was a good patron. No,
no?
like
Fuck that.
I remember being in middle school, being totally turned on by my teacher, Miss Amami. Shout out. She was.
Hit us up if you want to sponsor the pod.
Oh my god, dude! She was the youngest teacher there. Like she just got out of college.
Oh yeah.
She was a smoke show. She was a part-time lifeguard. You know what I mean? Like she loved surfing, so she was a total babe. And
She was the total package for a teenage boy.
dude, and she would take her shoes off in class. Oh, that would fucking
That
blow my mind.
that freaky bitch.
I was like, yeah, she wants this 3 inches.
She's asking for it.
I remember, countless nights of wishing that she'd molest me. Like there's those situations where it's like I remember that. Maybe I'm just a fucking pervert kid. I don't know. But I didn't know shit at the time. Obviously, I didn't do shit at the time. But I remember like being like sexually attracted to, and that's a whole different other.
And that's a double edged coin. A double sided
I was
coin. Like
turning into Two-Face over here, flipping coins.
like us as dudes, like I had a hot fucking teacher too. I'd
Oh,
love to,
yeah,
like,
they're
I
out
need you
there.
to see me after class. Like,
Yep.
Put her hand on my desk, like I
Yeah.
fucking busted my pants right there.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
get
know how
that.
to act,
No,
but it's still.
and Miss
it's-
Amami would have she would have after school things where it's like the good kids got to be a part
after school hot yoga.
No, and she would have music playing. She had a big tub of that Red Vines, and she had sodas, and we're all hanging out. And it's mainly guys, mainly boys that
Of
are
course.
hanging out. But she would sit on the desks. Dude, I was just like, what the
She
fuck?
might have been a little fucking sideways.
But it was so hot. Like, oh man, and then I felt cool. Being there after school. It's like the one time I wanted to stay at school.
But like,
And-
say that happens to us and we'd enjoy it, and at the end of the day, it's still predatory behavior.
Of course,
That's
yeah.
why, like, the double standard is Like, I hate. Oh man, this is gonna be a super fucking hot take.
It's a hot take.
But dudes are not gonna go out and tell anyone but their fucking boys for high fives and be like, "Yeah, you
right.
fucking got it."
No, right.
Like they're gonna get busted because maybe their parents looked through their phone at the wrong time.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. I mean, because a lot of these people are following their profiles, and they're following your kid. I mean, it's tricky because my oldest, he's 17, he's on social media. I
But
don't.
if he banged his teacher, you'd be pissed.
Oh.
Publicly, I guess. What I'm saying is the course of action you would have to take.
Oh man!
But the principal calls you and you're like, "Nah, it's cool."
Yeah.
Hell yeah for him.
Man. Of course I'd be pissed.
Yeah. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
his
yeah.
grades are still bad. No. Oh, we kid. But that's a very different situation than this dude just like trying to attempt. I mean, maybe, and it's. I don't want. Again, I'm not trying to play devil's advocate, but there's always like the excuses that they come up with. Is like I didn't know how old they were.
Yeah.
Maybe they were at a bar. And you said this was what 2000.
2004, I believe.
Man,
so 21 years
different
ago.
time. No, but
it was a different time. It was a way different time.
Oh man.
No, but Chris Hansen was still around. I don't think he would have approved no matter what.
No, you're right. No one wants to see that guy at a bar.
Dude,
I just run into Chris Hansen.
He just comes in and sits next to you. He's like, "What's up, bud? I'm Chris Hansen." Fuck!
Oh shit!
My lady's well into her 20s, I swear.
She's younger than me, but she's an adult now. That's the thing. No, man, I fuck this guy. I don't.
At the end of the day, fuck
at the end of this game, I mean, not if you're underage, don't. But
yeah, oh, Jesus Christ.
But no, he I sex offender list. He's definitely on it. I know people can change their name, so that they could avoid that.
But
with him moving up here, I feel like that's definitely like a getaway. He's trying to start off fresh, and maybe it did come back. Maybe the guy changed.
That's what it makes me wonder, though, is if he did live somewhere else. That's why no one saw it here.
Right.
And then you update an address. It gets added to our area so we can see it. Or he really pissed someone off.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. I think he might have pissed someone
off.
If
you had some dirt on him, and then he was like, "Oh, fuck you, then I'm going to bring this to..." Because he's locked up?
No, he's not locked up.
So they just took a copy of... From what I seen, it had like...
I'd have to relook, but I'm pretty... Those were just... That was the, I guess, listing. I don't want to say it like it's Craigslist, but like the listing of his charges.
Right.
What he did.
The public information.
Yes, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah, no, but I
think
seen
it was
that.
just an old like screenshot.
So this guy's still out? Like he's
As
hanging
far
out at
as
One
I
Eyes
know,
right now? Or
no,
what?
I don't think we will see him for quite some time.
I mean, now.
I mean, if he's fucking smart, like people don't play like...
No.
Like you say, not to play devil's advocate, but say it was over something minuscule that wasn't intended.
Right.
He's gonna still get his fucking ass beat by people who saw it, or he's gonna get harassed. He's gonna be talked about. Like once that's out there, it's tainted. You can't wash that away.
It's hard to find pool players to play with you.
Yeah.
It's sorry, hey, I know this thing came out, but you still want to get a 9-ball in?
I don't want you around. I've only had my shaft for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Him over there, he's got a 20-year-old stick. Try that one. Oh, God.
Only like 16-ounce sticks.
Oh,
Pool cues. Yeah, well, it's tricky, because obviously we don't have all the info. It doesn't look good.
It does not.
It does not look good, and bad gas travels fast in a small town. So,
oh man, that dude was cooked in like 6 hours once that picture hit Facebook.
I normally try to keep people's names off of it, but it's like everyone online knows this. Like I've seen so many. I mean, everybody. It's in all the discussion groups. It's on all. I mean, people are sharing.
I believe things like that need to be known.
Right.
100%. It shouldn't be hidden somewhere where you can't find it. It needs to be knowledge.
Let me ask you something. If he walks into your bar tomorrow and you're working, you serving the guy?
That's so hard because
You gotta separate the art from the artist.
I do. And
He's not an artist.
well, no,
I'm just
but I got to
kidding.
separate how I feel from the place that hires me to conduct business.
Right.
And if they told me it was cool to say "fuck you,"
Mhm.
yes, but like businessly speaking,
So he rolls up
he rolls up.
and he's
I
sitting there.
almost feel like I have to serve him.
Sure.
I'd be.
Would you
see,
say something?
Yeah, because
You
I know
could-
him well enough.
Yeah.
I know him well enough where I'd be like,
Oh.
"What the fuck, Mike?" Like,
So wait, are you telling me you want to hear like his side? Like if he had the moment to be like, "Hey, dude, I know, I seen it."
I would hear it.
You would hear him out?
Yeah.
Yep. Come on the pod. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, can you imagine if he was like, "No, I want to get my side out. I want to go on Small Town Dads. I'm a
Then he
dad.
comes out and he's like,
I
"Yeah, I
want
was
to come
trying
out
to
and
fuck
talk
her."
about it." Hey.
Either way, the truth's out there, I guess.
Well, watch your kids out here, I guess.
Watch your kids.
Yeah.
And I always hated. I don't want to talk about fucking too many sex offenders because if there's too many, there's a fucking problem. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Too
luckily,
many. And you want the right amount.
like
You want the
every-
right amount of sex offenders. Like, what is too many?
balance. I'm just saying we haven't talked about it.
Right.
We hadn't had to talk. Oh God, on
Oh,
the
here we
shit.
go.
We haven't had to talk about a different one on all 3 podcasts.
That's true. That's a good point. I guess if every episode we start off with "Who's the sex offender today?" Yeah, that would be alarming, you know. But again, when I know when my family sees posts like that, they immediately go into "Thank God we live in a small town," because that there's less of that because the numbers.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, you know, in the valley, you know, obviously it's easier to hide
You
under
can
the
bury
radar.
yourself in the numbers.
There's a lot, you know. Yeah, and there's so it's really the you really got to be a squeaky wheel, you know, in the negative sense of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're out there, then yeah, if you keep making these mistakes, then yeah, like it comes out. But the sneaky ones, you know, those are the ones that I feel like when they come up here, it's definitely a chance of they look at it as an opportunity to start over, you know, and to start fresh. But when that
Which is just human nature. Despite they might be evil, horrible people, but they're looking for normalcy, despite how fucked they are.
okay, so maybe he fucked up and he hasn't been doing it since, moves up here, tries to get a new life, pisses someone off like we, you know, or just if someone were to bring up old shit just to dirty his name,
I think that's baggage that you have to accept you're carrying around forever, no matter where you go.
that will always be a thing, no
You
matter where.
can't-
Yeah,
You can't run it, outrun it.
no,
No matter
no.
where you go, someone's gonna find out.
Yeah, man. Society today is never going to accept, you know, no matter how hot your teacher is, they're never going to accept
Pedophilia.
like diddling kids, and it's always weird, especially when they allegedly attempted. You know, I don't. That's so
That's why
gray.
the legal wording is so iffy.
Yeah, it is iffy, but it's never good when it involves a minor. You know,
No.
we know that. It's pretty common knowledge.
When we
So-
say fuck them kids, I mean like turn the internet off at 9. Fuck them
Right.
kids.
Unplug their Xboxes.
Yeah.
You know. But
Make them get you a beer. Fuck them kids.
man, maybe move again. Try to find maybe move further. Go to New Mexico,
A
maybe.
different state.
You know. But like you said, no matter the severity of it, it's gonna follow you no matter where you go. And it's something that you're going to have to deal with. It's a consequence that just that never stops giving. You know. So
Like herpes.
yeah.
It's legal herpes.
What is that?
Oh, I've only heard of it.
Oh, right. From your mom?
From your mom.
Amen. So,
Oh, you want to talk about mamas?
I got one more other thing. What else are we talking about? Ooh, here we go. So, apparently, around Woodland Lake Park, there's criminal damage done. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this, but
All right.
9 light poles had their service caps removed and wires cut to steal the copper inside.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
9.
No,
Copper.
when they got all that copper, they're saying yes.
You ever stole copper?
I have never stole copper.
Yeah, I've never stole copper before.
I've carpet surfed for 9 hours, but I've never stole copper.
Man, copper. I mean, I think that's but I knew a guy that stole reptiles. Like he would steal
people-
lizards and shit from like
Oh,
pet stores.
God damn.
Like,
And what, just trade his drug dealer
put,
an
like-
iguana?
he had like geckos in his pants and shit. Nothing against you, bro. It's just he might see this, you know, and he's a great guy.
Now,
But it's one of those things where
but
it's
did
like,
he steal them to sell for drugs, or did he steal them because he liked them running around?
no,
with
he
shit?
loves. I mean, he wasn't like a animal conservationist where he was like, "Be free, go back to the desert." No, he just loved reptiles, and they were expensive,
Oh fuck!
so
yeah,
he
they
would
are.
sell them. You know, so yeah, he was he was one of those. But he only, I mean, he was one of those younger, and I don't know, you know, I don't know. Anyway,
Have you ever stolen copper?
I've never. I know I look like someone that probably knows like everything there is
Like
to
right
know
where
about
it is
stealing
in the
copper.
wall.
I know where it is. I know what the gauge wires to use to clip it. I know who buys it.
And say you know the
Um,
one that pays the best for it,
yeah.
and keeps it low key.
Yeah, every Mexican knows this. No, I never stolen copper. How dare you, you piece of shit.
Sorry, that was the white. That was the white side of me assuming.
I've never stolen copper, but yeah, what do you do with it? Who do you go to sell it? I mean, is there better gloves to use? I look at stealing copper kind of like I wouldn't if you guys told me you stole copper, I wouldn't think like we couldn't be friends anymore. You know, I would
Just
have
like,
a lot of questions.
You wouldn't let me in your kitchen.
I just would. Right? It's a drug thing.
Oh,
I think yeah, because like how much money are you making
but with
off of
yeah,
copper?
exactly.
The
It's,
people that are buying the copper, they know they can work you because
Like,
it's like who are you gonna
they-
run? What are you gonna do with this copper after this? It
but like
makes-
of all the things, this is. Oh, I'm not trying to give anyone ideas. There's better ways to get copper around here. They got such minuscule copper. I feel
that's what we're about, trying to make criminals better. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna steal copper, tell them, Gabe.
I'm just saying, there's summer homes, there's vacant places.
Airbnbs.
You don't gotta fuck up. You don't gotta
Not
fuck up the park for
Airbnbs.
the kids. What if they want to play at night?
Right. Yeah, the lights is a tricky one.
But
Yeah.
they did a lot of damage though.
Yeah, I
it's
think
like
I had a number.
Like $100,000 in repairs.
That's
they're
nuts.
quoting.
I mean that's out of the people's pockets now, and that fucking sucks.
I hope
You
that
know.
guy got real high.
He obviously needed it more than the city did.
If you bought this man's copper, they're
Uh.
offering $1,000.
My problem about the copper stealings is I know when I see it online, people immediately go into the comments of like, man, these natives are getting out of control. They
Such a
always
wild
blame it.
assumption.
They always blame it on, and we
See,
don't have no clue.
I go
This
to
could, we have no clue what race, but it always goes to a racial point
Yeah.
where they're like, well, welcome to the reservation.
Well,
Like, it's
that's
like,
why we need ice.
yeah, Trump's gonna fix it. Our copper,
He's gonna find that copper.
man,
But
copper.
yeah. You want to go steal some copper after this?
I think we should do a special
Give
episode.
it a shot. Go
Where we
stream
try.
it live.
Yeah, what if we did the opposite? Like, what if we looked like we were going to be stealing it, but we actually go and repair, like those lights, and do like the good thing,
Find where they jacked and then just go replace
and just
the
go
copper.
replace the copper. How much
So
is copper?
We steal it from an Airbnb and fix the lights.
They said the damages cost. I get that. So, but if you were just to fix it, like how much would that cost? Like, I don't think they're the same.
Yeah.
I think they're
well,
they're really high, like increasing the value of it because it's like you did this. Yeah,
Yeah, there's city government. They have contracts. They have to go through people who have to send people out to quote it.
Yeah.
Fucking do absolutely everything before they actually fix it.
And
Government.
is that how it works? The government
If
watch.
not, that's my conspiracy.
Yeah. I feel like there's enough handy people up here that we can just fix it as a community.
Yeah.
Come on, how hard is it to replace it? One crackhead goes around to pull some copper out. Like we
Another
have bigger
crack-
problems.
Another crackhead comes and fixes it.
You might be onto something
yeah.
here.
You ever hear like positive graffiti, like positive
Ooh.
positive vandalism?
Dude, so the graffiti thing, on a side note, Fool's Hollow Lake. Well, no, Sholo Lake. Cholo Lake, there's a big ass rock.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I don't know.
It's called
there a
the
name?
it's called the Peace Rock, right? And it's
Oh
got
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, and it's got teach peace, huge,
Yeah.
huge, and it's on this big old rock face, and it's graffiti. And I'm gonna be honest, it's graffiti, but it says teach peace. And my buddy Josh and I, we've like kayaked that a lot, and I felt so
Gay?
stupid. uh, I felt so stupid because for the longest time I thought it said teach PE because of the way.
That's pretty positive.
It's because
too,
it's
though.
way. I was like, dude, there's a bunch of PE teachers out here promoting it. Teach PE.
Just upset.
Teach Peach. It was just weird graffiti, but it's positive, like you
Yeah.
were saying. Like I get bringing more light, to things like that because that same lake, I guess some kid got jumped, like it's one of those, and there's always like trash that I find from homeless people just hanging out doing drugs, and I mean
or
it's a
city
beautiful place to do
travelers.
it though because it's gorgeous. I
Yeah.
love that lake, but yeah, man, how we get here?
Talking about local
Copper.
pedophiles.
Oh, right.
Copper.
Copper pedophiles.
Oh yeah,
that's
I
right.
forgot we changed.
The copper pedophiles. That's the title of
Copper
today's episode.
pedophiles.
Copper pedophiles. Sounds like a band.
I was gonna say I call it, but I don't know if I want to call it.
I know, and I'm not calling it. I just, I think
If you want to start that band, it's up for grabs.
it's all yours. Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely the title. Don't steal copper and don't touch kids.
If
You heard it here first.
If you do both, you're an extra piece of shit.
Oh man. Cheers to that.
Also, steal copper better. We are about being better. If you're be a criminal, fucking be good about it.
Be good.
Make it worth it. Steal a spool from Home Depot.
Like
And
yeah,
don't-
like an adult.
yeah, like a real tweaker.
So what do you got?
I got a wellness check over at Cal Ranch in the middle of the night. There's some people chilling in their car, and the cops come up, and they've got this 22-year-old guy. Blankety Blank is his name. Yeah, give us $100 and I'll reveal the name. Well, they check on him in the front seat. They open his door, and they find a meth pipe in the door. So instantly, they're like, all right, you got to step out of the car. You got fucking meth. Well, he starts to fight him. And I'm guessing, because I watch a lot of body cam videos, so in my head, he's like, what? I didn't do nothing. I'm just here hanging out. And they try to grab him out of the car. He fights. They throw him on the ground. Well, he tries to grab their gun. Gets his face smashed into the ground. And to top it all off, to circle back around, he had a 17-year-old in the car.
Was it his 17-year-old?
No. I'm pretty sure he was 20. He was 22.
Okay.
So that means he was fucking his teachers then. But
That sounds like a cool guy.
but that's really all I got. There's not a lot of crime.
So this
So
guy got
he's-
caught with a 17-year-old in his car.
Meth head creeper.
Meth head creeper.
Maybe he did the copper too.
You need a 17-year-old to bust open those poles.
And they're the only ones who understand.
I can't.
That's
Anyway,
that's
cool.
really
That's the
all
White
that
Mountain
I've
Watch.
got.
Man. All right. Well, that was cool.
It's nice that we live in a low crime area,
I know it is nice.
low serious crime.
Because these come out like it's not like we're digging much. We're not journalists,
I just buy a fucking newspaper.
Yeah, I see it scrolling. I'm just going through and people put it out there like, hey, this is this person.
You
and
millennials and your technology.
man, I'm telling you.
Read it. Read the newspaper and poop like a man.
No, no, I like doom scrolling. I love it. I love watching people flip their shit and getting all scared because I think these are adults, and they lose their shit, because the littlest things happen. We got a drag show. Oh,
I've actually.
it's crazy.
Have you heard anything about the outcome of that?
No.
Did anyone fuck with
No,
them?
nobody fucked with them. There's always people in the comments that are trying to find the location.
You say no like you were wishing somebody was there to fuck with
No,
them.
because I was there to fuck with them, and there was nobody else that had my back. Fucking fake ass.
Y'all all talk, is
All
what Jesse's
talk!
saying.
But when I'm the only one there with the sign, no one else is there. They're all at their fucking bars, diddling kids and playing pool.
I was walking
Talking
in.
shit.
I was walking in. I just walked by Jesse. I was like, "Hey, bud," and just walked in.
Gabe.
Remember when you left me to get beat up, motherfucker?
Oh yeah, that's I haven't heard anything about it. I have seen in one of the discussions online though, there was this lesbian couple that was straight up, hey, we're planning on moving. We visited the White Mountains. We think it's beautiful because it's family or whatever, and we're thinking about moving. And then they straight out like this is gay, but they were like, is it
Literally.
safe for us to move up there? We have a kid. And I'm like, why the fuck would you go on the internet and be like, hey, like that's gay as shit. That's so dumb.
That is the worst place to ask.
It's
that.
the worst place.
Because someone's gonna be like, "Fuck no."
And there was, well, I love the people that reply like, yes, it is, and they're straight, regular, people, regular. Say
normal ones.
Normal people, not like these freaks.
Like we had to say last episode, gays are okay with us.
I love gays. I'm gay for them, honestly. I know, but it was wild to see like somebody go online and be like, "Hey, I like to bang girls. Is it cool for me to move there?"
That opens so many cans of worms.
What do you expect?
There's gonna be creeper dudes like, "Fuck yeah, come down here."
This is where I live. There's a house. Looking for a landlord?
There's gonna be the freaking church-going folk. They're like, "Ooh, you probably shouldn't."
I mean, but they immediately go into like, obviously, it's pretty conservative. They talked about it being like a Mormon town. They talk about these things, but it's more of like everyone that it's like you're gonna get attention. Like that's definitely gonna be there, but
I wouldn't say
it's not unsafe.
We're not a homophobic town.
No, not. I mean,
conservative is the perfect.
We have
word.
drag shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a thing. That's a thing that the White Mountains have, that Sholo has, is now this is the second drag show that's happened, so I hear.
Yeah.
I mean, you were there.
I think it was. I performed in the first one.
Did you rap or do comedy? No one's got it down.
Well, the younger generation's getting that happiness, the generational gap, where it's like, oh, you slept with that girl when you were 16, she's knocked up, you get married to her, and y'all are gonna fucking die together. And like,
that's the American way.
As my parents got older, they kind of realized it didn't have to be like that.
Sure.
And I think it took me graduating. I think they waited till I was out of high school,
right?
Like cliche style, like a month after I graduated, and they're like, all right, we're divorcing.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh.
You broke us up.
Yeah.
This is your fault.
Yeah. We were waiting for you to be out this fucking house. Now, if you have to go back to one of them, we're going to make you pick.
Yeah. Dude. Who would you pick, though?
Neither.
No? Oh,
I couldn't
damn.
Not because... Actually, because lots of things. Sure. But I had to move back to my dad's when I was 23.
Okay.
And... it just sucked. Like, 'cause you turn 18, you fucking move out, you have all this freedom, and then your parents always have that thing that they're allowed to do to you. If you're in my house, it's my fucking rules.
I mean, you're in their house.
I
get it.
It's not unreasonable.
No. And I've seen both sides,
At 23, though, I'm like, fuck you, I'm grown.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
I'm like eating Xanax.
You can't take my guns.
Room.
So I told my mom, you can't take my guns.
Yeah.
I know my rights. With my kid. Yeah. Don't fucking touch my guns. I moved out because of that. Try to take my guns.
Put your MAGA hat on.
No way.
That's how I know. That's how I know I'm getting old. I'm starting to disconnect from a certain, like, the younger crowd, to the point now where I don't like 21-year-olds anymore. Like,
it is.
Like, we're becoming our parents. Like,
right.
That meme is real.
You're becoming like society's parents, because it's like we all have an idea as we have this tribal mindset of like what parents should be in this day and age.
Can I hit society if we're their parents?
That's what you're doing right now.
At what age can you hit society?
You're giving them a talk. You're giving them the dad talk.
The fucking
we're invested, and you're. I mean, that's a big part of obviously the town you're in, and the people that are in it, and the people that are trying to touch your kids allegedly.
Not allegedly. Well, sometimes allegedly.
It's allegedly.
If we talk about it, it ain't allegedly.
That's true. Well, so yeah, like I mean, I'm just trying to reach out to those that are obviously in a that can resonate with this, where it's like there's all these issues. There's not really a social discord that we can go and actually talk about these things. I know at the bar, I unload some things, but I'm not really there to talk.
But there's
You know?
also a line in bars that it's my job to draw.
Oh, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
and like the bar is not the place for us to come and talk about these things.
Not
Now we were
really.
sitting there, you and I having a drink.
You want to
Absolutely.
cry at the rail?
Yeah.
My relationship isn't going the way it.
That's why no one wants to be the dude crying at the bar.
No.
I have 100% been the dude crying at the bar.
Dude, I got good
Now,
at
it's been-
darts
it's been
because I was running
years.
away from my problems. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got good.
It's a fun game,
I
though.
got good at speedballs.
Come out. Last Saturday of the month, One Eye Jacks, Game of Thrones tournament, 1 p.m.
Come
Anyway,
help
go ahead.
Jesse run from his problems.
Yes, come help me bury deep these issues by
Small-
throwing darts.
Small town depression.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, but like you were saying, yeah. As far as like, there's the place and time to bring these issues. It's really difficult to talk about this in public. When you're an adult, handle your shit. That's how everyone kind of goes about their day, But when you go
They're not
home,
wrong.
I mean, they're not wrong because I do feel like you're held responsible, just like I am.
But you got to let loose. You got to say what the fuck you're thinking.
Sure.
And that's nice. And I've learned that over the first 2 episodes. There's a lot of things I didn't say because I was worried they were going to get pissed off. Now, as soon as you dropped Mike's name, all bets were off. Like, it's go time.
No, it's go time. It's what's happening. It's happening up here. This is what I've seen. It's already out there. I mean, everyone that's already watching this knows the fucking guy. They can see his face, and I feel it's just an interesting position to be in because it's like, well, these are things that definitely happen. Mistakes get made. Whatever happens, whatever people have to say, this is what's being talked about. And when you're in a small town, you're in a cave of echoes in a sense, where it's like everyone that's saying something, you can hear it, you can see it.
When you're in
at
a small
the bars,
town, you're in a cave of echoes, in a sense.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, I love how deep you're getting in this episode. Anyway,
I'm deep in the trenches, my guy.
Don't be touching kids, Mike.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Come on. Yeah,
do not.
Exactly. Don't be doing that. Anyway.
Speaking of touching kids, do you want to hit the weed pen?
Oh. I don't know how to take this. You're fucking setting me up here. Is Chris Hansen? Is it Chris Hansen?
Wait, grab it. So what are you here to do? Dude, I love those videos. I watch them on YouTube.
Oh, you know my favorite videos?
People luring the pedos into Walmart and being like, "Excuse me, this person's here to have sex with a 14-year-old."
Why do you have cake and condoms?
Yeah.
I wasn't. It was just birthday.
I got my first butt plug when I was 14. There's a rite of passage. He's becoming a man.
Woo! Well, this episode's brought to you by Barstar.
I got some questions about Bar Stars for you, if you don't mind.
Sure. Shoot.
If you haven't put the pieces together, this is the man behind Bar Stars. Finger bang the.
Okay. So Barstar,
What's your goal? What do you want to do with this?
I love when people are doing things to get people out, and fortunately for me, my hobby turned into something that I could hopefully grow as a business to keep providing fun events and fun things for people to do.
So you liked providing fun things for people to do, and nobody was consistently doing that.
Not consistently, because it's tough, life and blah, 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 blah. But for me, it's like the people really bring it out of me, They make it fun, and I maybe want to keep doing it. All the open micers that sign up, giving them a platform to go in consistently to really work on material. Not only that, sports, like bar games, like there's a real technicality that goes with these games.
And people take it serious.
They do. I mean, but it's, these are, if you don't, I mean, the cool part about these bars is like they take it serious too. So you get legit equipment, you get legit competition. and it makes for fun viewing, fun playing, and definitely put me in a position where it's like it made it more enjoyable because winters get lonely.
Yes.
I get lonely and boring,
And
so
cold, and the
in
bars
cold,
keep you warm.
man, it's so warm and cozy. Ugh. So yeah, there's a lot of stars in these bars. That's how I looked at it, and that's where it came from. It was just I wanted a place for these people to really kind of shine.
But
So yeah,
I think it's really awesome. I wanted to ask you about it and hear it from you
yeah,
because it's something I'd like to be a part of and
of
help it grow.
course.
I think it's a beautiful fucking idea.
I love it because it takes the community to make it grow. This is not me. It's more of just like I'm the one there. I'm seeing it. I'm hosting it. I'm coordinating it. Yeah, for sure. But the
Are you proud of it?
I am.
Gay.
uh, see my. So yeah, like for me, like I just as long as people keep coming out and I see them have a good time, it's the reason for me to keep coming out and doing it. And everything that we have that we've made doing it, I put it right back into it. So the opportunities just keep presenting themselves.
Yeah.
And as long as I keep getting green lights, I'm gonna keep it going.
I think that's dope because people can feel the genuine intention behind it,
Oh yeah,
and they
yeah,
can hop on it because they know when somebody's coming through to exploit them for fucking money.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and you just found a way to do it nicely and make them want to give you your money. That's pretty cool.
They're not giving me money. The bar is giving me
I
money.
know.
I don't charge the crowd. I don't charge the people, but there is an entry fee, obviously, to the tournaments. But all that goes right back into the prizes.
Yeah.
My time literally gets paid by the establishments that reap the benefits of having these regulars come to these bars. Spending not only their money but their time. There because we're hanging out for hours. And
And as
some
a bartender, I love serving dart players.
Oh man, the dark
Dart players
community is
like to
awesome.
drink.
The drink, yeah. People, it's fun. It's as much as a spectator sport as I feel like I enjoy watching these people really duke it out, put it all on the line, or if they're playing pool. You can tell the amount of time that they're practicing, and when they bring it to the table, it's like they find the value in that.
Yeah.
At that time, you kind of let go of everything, and it counts. So I love it. I love all of it, and it's like I'm not trying to be the best at darts, but I love the competition. I love the camaraderie. I love the community. And again, yeah, we might be drinking and just playing games at the end of the day, but I feel like it makes us better. As far as just gives us more of that time, that free time to enjoy more things in the life instead of losing ourselves online, going through that fucking hamster wheel. Yes, and
Yeah.
always going off each other all the time. Like I promote all bars. Honestly, for even places that don't really like what I do, I understand, but it's not.
Everyone deserves
Yeah,
to eat.
I mean, that's
Everyone
we gotta.
deserves their chance.
We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat, and if we don't support each other, then it's like, then what is there? So the cool thing about Bar Star is
I mean,
like
we could
I
bring
can
back
go
alley fights.
bum fights.
Yeah.
I love bum fights. Barstar is gonna be doing bum fights here soon.
Remember when the bump
Oh man!
Follow us next week. We'll be walking down the deuce.
At this point, I might just have like pedophile fights, pedophites.
All right, whoever wins can stay.
Gets a new life. Name change.
Jesus, whoever wins.
No, thank you for asking because, like, again, I don't know really what it is. I'm kind of going about it with the flow, with everyone that comes out and everyone that signs up, everyone that's a part of the audience, everyone that plays in the games. It's like I appreciate them coming out. You put your shoes on, you got babysitters, you budgeted to come hang out and play with us, or
Yeah.
whether that be comedy, whatever it is. There's a bunch of shit that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well,
I don't know.
There's a million ways to be a star in a bar, and I think you're helping with that.
Yeah, I think there's no wrong way of being a star in a bar, even if it's the negative.
Right?
But the point is you're doing something, you're putting yourself out there, and I respect that. 'Cause as long as people keep doing that, I'll keep doing it.
Right.
And so like the community kind of forced my hand in providing more good times up here. I love it. I love the people up here, and we have a good time. And when it comes down to the comedy shows, we're just getting silly. And I don't feel right as far as like taking that away from anyone that really looks forward to it. You
Yeah.
know, I look forward to it, and it brings good when when things are crazy, and it's just something
It's
to
nice.
do.
Sometimes you have to be silly,
Yeah,
especially if you want to continue to be serious.
that's right. That's right. So yeah, but thanks for asking, man. Like, yeah, I've been pretty proud of it where it's come so far, and we're at the infancy of this thing, and who knows the potential. Sky's the limit. I hate to sound cliche, but like
shoot,
everything,
shoot, shoot for the moon. At least
shoot
if
for
you
the
miss, you'll
moon.
land amongst the
Oh,
stars.
did you just come up with that?
Oh hell no, I did not.
But the One Eye Jacks location on March 29th on your Renaissance Festival night, which is the theme night at the bar. We're gonna do our Game of Thrones dart tournament there. Sign-ups at noon, 1 p.m. throw time. That is a $10 entry, but as the more people we get out, the higher the prize pot. The bar matches half the pot, and that goes divvied out third, second, and first place. So it's a good time.
Darts pays very well.
They do. Those
I have
players
noticed
show
that.
up, man. The money's
Sometimes I'm like, I
decent.
picked the wrong fucking bar game.
Right. Well, the pool, they like it for the game. Darts, we like it for the money. That
You
money shot,
greedy son of
baby.
bitches.
Hey, we're there to have a good time.
Big darts is everything that's wrong with the world.
I bring that big dart energy every time I play. That BDE, baby. But
or
yeah,
that
that's
BDE full of STD,
BDE, that STD,
fueled by
yeah.
ADD and HIV. I couldn't
Whoa,
think of any more.
whoa.
I couldn't think of any more acronyms. I'm sorry.
We're still in the Bar Star comedy show, March 21st.
HIV.
On that note, come laugh,
Come get the tip.
come get it, come get these jokes. Sign ups at 5 p.m. Show starts at 6 p.m. March 21st at One Eye Jack Sports Lounge in Sholo. Come sign up, come show up, come laugh. It's a good time. Hey, while we're on plugs, I got some local plugs.
Who you got?
So there's an art walk and market in Springerville, May 3rd. Oh, this is far out. Shit. Well, basically May 3rd,
I don't even know if I'll
2025.
still be on the podcast.
And I don't know if we'll have the podcast still by then.
There's still a lot of things to say.
There is. You never know. So if we'll get. I guess it's good that we get it out now. Then you know what I mean. So May 3rd, 2025. Join us from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for arts and crafts and delicious food and endless fun. Don't miss out. The Art Walk and Market off of 418 East Main Street, Springerville, Arizona. So yeah, there'll be like trinkets, leather goods, the Honey Shack, art from local artists, food vendors. Yeah.
So honey, eggs, and wind chimes.
They have Fantasy Faces face painting.
I'm there for that.
The FFF.
The triple F.
Oh man, yeah. All right. So they got unique gifts, crochet items, Round Valley Animal Rescue, and many, many more. So
All right.
they got something for everybody. There's that. And we also got Saturday Social Country Swing 2-Step West Coast Swing, April 12th, 6:30 and 7:30. Yeah, beginners class.
West Coast Swing.
That West Coast Swing.
You
You got to sign up online.
I'd have to see the comparison between East Coast Swing and West Coast Swing.
It's about the sugar push.
I say it's about the Crip Walk. And Crip Walk into Copperhead Road.
We Copperhead Road. That's good. $7 online for social dancing only, $12 online for class and social dancing. This is 640 East West Mountain Boulevard and Pine Top. Yeah, Derek and Skylar are going to be hosting this White Mountain Dance at the White Mountain Dance Studio.
Okay.
Anyway, do you dance?
I dance around the subject.
You dance on graves. Oh, yeah.
But no, I do want to learn to two-step. Do you know how to
Two-step. Two-step. No.
Mostly just doing the job I do and where I do it. I think I should know how to two-step.
You probably should. I mean, they had classes there, right?
Yeah.
I know how to Cupid shuffle.
Do
I know how to electric
You
slide.
know how to 3-hop this
I know
time.
how. Yeah. I know how to Macarena. I know how to do that.
You know how to wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby,
Yeah, I can
wobble.
stanky leg like the best of them. Classics.
Can you crank that though? Can you
Oh,
Superman that hoe?
I can Superman that hoe.
You can crank that with the best of them.
Oh yeah, I can SpongeBob. I can. I got some. Don't ask me to show you, but I can do these things.
All I think is that movie Superstar, and he's all, this is the pepper grinder
Yeah, there you go.
and the fax machine.
So good. Oh man. So yeah. Dancing. Come out and dance.
I
But
think
you got anything?
I can crump. I think
You can crump. I think everybody can crump.
Yeah. You just gotta learn to
Oh.
loosen your limbs and throw them in a circle.
Yeah, put your feelings. Yeah, put your feelings
you're-
into it.
Like you're punching
Yeah.
6 punching bags and listening to ICP.
So you're beating off molesters.
Like you just read the list of Walmart.
Shit. Oh, Casey Anthony. Not Casey
Oh.
Anthony. Is it Casey Anthony? Yeah.
The
Yeah,
one
Casey
that,
Anthony.
The one that killed a
Casey
kid
Anthony,
and came
yeah.
back. Yeah.
That
Fuck that
bitch.
bitch.
Yeah. She's trying to like give legal advice on social media now.
But I
It's
think
wild. It's
now,
wild.
I might be biased because I've watched some YouTube videos of people's opinions I respect about this.
Right.
Sounds like she's just fucking reiterating all the shit her lawyer told her to do.
Well, she was been. If you didn't watch the
Like,
recent documentary, she's been hanging out with her lawyer for the past.
She was fucking her lawyer allegedly.
I mean, everyone's doing something allegedly now, but like when it came down to this shit, like
She was allegedly a fucking dirty bitch.
man, that's the problem with social media. I remember when OJ started Twitter or got on Twitter. It's like I feel like if you kill somebody, that's all you get.
But
It's like
it was
you don't
long
get
enough
to
ago
fucking
that-
have a social media presence.
Now these young cats though
Followers.
don't know who these people are, nor do they give a shit.
Right.
They see it and they're like, "Oh, this bitch is gonna teach us how to cheat the system."
Oh, you think that's what her main following is? Kind of like
Definitely people who don't know who she is.
people like you.
Not
like
me?
not
Oh,
like you, like
okay.
her. Like if she's like, maybe she attracts crazy. What
That
if it
is
is?
true.
Yeah, what if
Well,
that's what's
because
going on?
People with radical beliefs will always gain some sort of following.
Why would I? I mean, would you follow her? I wouldn't.
I would not.
I wouldn't find anything useful on the content that she's creating. And someone could argue maybe we're doing the same. But as far as like her, like
We didn't kill our kids.
we
and
didn't
get
kill
away
our
with it.
kids. Okay, we didn't kill them by like the way she did it was like, yeah, she fuck her. I don't know how else to go about it. Because she like I don't like when kids. Again, I'm a parent. I don't ever think about like this shit when it came down to the last guy.
Yeah.
That I forgot his name, but fuck that guy. And then her, fuck her. When it comes down to what they're doing, like it's so irresponsible. And I don't care if you blame your parents or if you're the one that's doing it.
Irresponsible. It's fucking psychotic.
It's crazy. So like for anyone to follow, like I find some killers fascinating. It's human. I feel like because that's why Manson's got such a presence, and all these other people that have documentaries and shit.
Oh, what's his nuts? The one that Dahmer.
Oh right.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah,
It is fascinating. It's
But
very
true
fascinating.
crime is a real thing. So like when you have these people, like it's interesting to kind of peek behind the veil. Of like what is the reasoning? What made them tick to do these kind of things? Because I would never imagine myself being remotely
that goes
interested.
back to what television does, though. Is like somebody sold them on this
Don't
idea.
blame TV.
No, fuck TV. As much as I love TV, but I'm also not.
You want to go
deluded-
back into Game of Thrones?
I'm
Is that
not
what's going on?
deluded by the fact that in these documentaries that there wasn't an entire fucking room, crew, and someone who did their makeup before they did that interview.
That's true.
Like
There's
it's-
production value.
it's
into that.
diluted
in that
to
slime.
a certain point because of that, and the people making it happen have a
It's
agenda to get a certain narrative out,
money.
and you offer them money.
Yep.
But then with Casey Anthony, she did the documentary.
Yeah.
And now she's just literally giving proof to, I don't know if it's a disorder or a disease, to what social media does to people.
Right.
Doesn't matter what she did or what her past was. She's going to fucking do it because no matter what she does, she's going to get those eyes on her, and that's what makes her fucking nips hard. Right?
You're not wrong. crawls under my skin. Because these people are fucking again
Well,
monsters.
she's playing off the split of people that don't know her and want to stand by what they think she's offering,
Yeah,
and the people who motherfucking hate her who are just fueling her fire.
that's a man. Well, social media isn't great, is it? It's not great all the time.
You want to smoke some more weed?
I think that's the medicine. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah, this goes on social media. We're part of the problem.
We didn't kill
We're
our
actually part of the problem.
we
Holy
didn't kill
shit.
our kids.
This would be great footage though, if like we did.
Small town podcasters, epic downfall.
This is true crime, true crime gold. You know what I mean?
Dude, there'd be like 9 YouTube channels making videos on us.
That's true. Like at least 9. At least 9.
We watch a lot of true crime.
We'd be on small town radio. We would make the papers. Like
We would make the local country station.
we'd be talking about in the bars. Like, can you believe this guy served me drinks?
They'd be like, when I heard about it, I was a little shocked, but I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, exactly. See, full circle, full fucking circle.
I couldn't say I didn't see it coming.
Man,
You don't want to be remembered like that, or just like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me that they did that.
no, I could see that.
I want to do something that no one saw coming,
Ooh, like
like build a garage over the town and start all the cars.
a garage over the town
And start all the cars.
and start all the cars. You lost me.
People kill themselves that way and start the car in the garage and leave the windows down.
Oh,
No one would see that coming. I guess that was the joke. Like if I was an evil genius or tried to take over the world.
I don't know what these large beams are over our town. They must be building something. I think it might be Amazon. It might be a new warehouse. And you're just holding it?
Don't worry about it, Shannon. We're not moving.
Oh, man. That sounds like a movie.
Next thing you know, you're just
That's
going,
The Simpsons. That's the bubble.
Yeah, that's
the
That's what
bubble.
I meant.
Yeah, that's the bubble episode.
You mean the Bubble movie?
The movie, yeah.
Get it right.
With John Travolta, the bubble boy. I'm just going to go off now. I'm just going to let's just keep riffing.
Fucking John Travolta, though. That's science.
Cindy! That's my John Travolta. That's all I got. No, that guy, I mean.
Mine is, why'd you snort my heroin instead of your coke?
Oh, it's like I'm there.
Yeah, like you're watching the movie, right?
Yeah, it's like I was watching the movie. I can see Uma.
I'm good at telling these stories.
You're good. I feel like Uma.
What movie is this? I'm John Travolta.
Face Off.
Fuck!
I'm Nicolas Cage, I guess is what I guess it would be the answer to that. Oh, how'd the Battle of the Bars go?
Oh, it went well. So I wasn't able to make it on Saturday to Rockies. I saw some of it online, but I missed most of it. I was told they were all very good games.
Okay.
One-Eyeds came out on top that day, and then on Sunday, One-Eyeds ended up winning.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say Rockies fucking held their own. They
put on a show.
They kicked a lot of shit.
Right on.
But the thing with pool is, doesn't matter which one does it. If someone misses a shot to the wrong person, it's all over.
Right.
And that's just the way it goes. So maybe just one too many shots were missed. But I don't think it was an uneven match.
Okay.
And I think they put up some good fucking fights.
Right on.
And it was just cool to see everyone getting along.
Right.
Because there's been beef. There's internet beef. Oh, pool players don't like it here. One bar's doper than the other.
We're just bored.
But that day, it was all love.
That's
Everyone's
awesome.
like, it's good to see you. It's cool to do this. It was a
good to
cool
hear.
event. They handled it, I think, with perfect timing and with class.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. I love me some good competition. I would have gone, but my daughter's birthday party was that weekend.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
We had a good time. We went
I
down
didn't
to
feel
the
good
valley.
saying that.
No, we had a good time. And, yeah, by the time I got back, obviously, I was just, man, I barely made it in
Did
time
you guys
for-
go to the Ren Fair?
No, we're going to go this Saturday to the Renaissance.
okay.
But, no, we went to the Phoenix Zoo. Yeah. Good
Did you
times.
see one of them fuckers that killed Steve Irwin?
The stingray? No, I think they had a stingray exhibit, but they don't have like an aquatic
Oh,
play.
really?
I mean,
I've only been there for the zoo lights. I've never actually been to the Phoenix Zoo
gotcha.
during regular zoo time.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was fun. My daughter loved the rhinos. She loved the big cats. She's a cat girl, so yeah, she loved seeing the lions and the cheetah and and we didn't get to feed the giraffes unfortunately because the giraffes just weren't
They weren't
hungry.
having
Like they
it.
were ringing their bell, ding 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 ding, and the giraffes were like, yeah,
Or we're
no,
sick of being your show.
yeah. So yeah, like but no, it was funny because she's never been to the zoo and she had no concept of it. So she's like, "Is it like a pet store? Can you?"
Can we play with them?
And I was starting to think. I'm like, I guess if you're a billionaire, I guess it's kind of like a pet store. Like,
Like,
um,
no, you can't go pet the bears.
yeah, so yeah, she had no clue, but it
But a
was,
real world lesson. Everything is for sale.
yep, exactly, yeah. She was like, "Well, just why are they here?" She was like, "They just live here." Like why? And I was just like, "Yeah, I don't have a good answer
What if
for
she's like,
this."
Daddy, this is inhumane?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was just like, I get it, but let's just have some cotton candy and watch the monkeys.
Shush, honey, eat your
Yeah.
churro.
It's called being human. You know.
Wait till you
Um.
learn about SeaWorld.
Man, it was a fucking workout. The tires were flat on our little stroller or wagon, and I'm over here just pulling these toddlers around in this thing on hills, and we had the birthday Ramada, so we rented out, and my God, it was so far from the front. And we ordered pizza, so I'm over there going back and forth, this wagon full of pizza and like drinks and stuff. Dad shit,
Dad shit.
you know. But
Nothing like
I got
dad.
my steps in, that's for sure.
Nothing like dad shit to make you realize you're fucking out of shape.
Exactly. Oh my God, I get out of shape. I mean, I lose breath when I try to do like the imaginary stairs illusion. You know what I mean? Doing like the canoe behind the couch, and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, my legs are
See,
burning.
I can run around a bar all day and be as busy can be. And then I walk to the mailbox, and when I get back, I'm like, my calves are on fire.
Dude, most of the people that I know, their exercise is walking around a pool table or going back and forth from the dartboard to the line.
Why the fuck can they walk further than me still?
Oh man, we look highly on disc golfers. You know what I mean? Because they're like elite athletes in the communities that I'm around.
Disc golfers and cornholers.
Oh
The
man,
best of the best.
best of the best. They're peak.
Not to hate
peak
on either,
parents.
but I kind of like hate on both a little bit.
I love them both.
Disc
They're
golf
fun.
is fun though.
Disc golf is
But
a good
I
time.
always felt like disc golf, we'd go out and just get high as fuck, drink some beers, and like, throw
Yes,
frisbees.
that's
It
it.
was never a serious thing for me. But I also have people that I've known who are sponsored
They're
disc
legit.
golfers.
They're legit. I know a guy that owns disc golf, like like a shop, and he owned it in Heber. I don't know if it's still up, but anyway,
There's one here now. It's
yeah,
at my house.
yeah. So it's a thing, man. It's up here, and they have competitions. I'd love to do a Bar Star disc golf tournament. I might even wrap it up still as like the Game of
I think we
Thrones.
should get into announcing these fucking
Ooh, like a
events.
commentary. Yeah,
Disc
let's commentate.
golf,
Let's do it.
dart tournaments, pool tournaments.
Oh man,
Go to the house and commentate fucking
that'd be fun.
cornhole tournaments.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, I think that's all I had for.
Local plugs.
We talked about we talked about the Battle of the Bars.
Oh yeah.
And that was fun. But there's a lot going on up here. I feel like there's gonna be a lot more. Ooh, there's someone I want to talk about in Payson.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Look at his face light up. I'll talk about taking a caravan to the Micro Maidens.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Definitely don't want to see freaking midget strippers.
It's gonna be so much fun. There's one that's doing stand up.
Really?
Yeah, there's
like while she's on the pole.
I don't know. Well, I'll let you know.
Like she's upside down, like spread eagle, like a priest and a rabbi walking to a bar.
Yeah, there's that could be a local plug, I guess, huh? So I think that's June 5th. Tickets are $20.
Put on your gray sweatpants and go for the buffet.
It's gonna be so much fun. I think my favorite part. No, I'm not gonna talk.
Is
about
that
it.
is that at the strip club down in Star Valley, or is it
No,
somewhere in
it's like I
Payson?
think it's called Jacob's Corner. It's a bar, I think.
See, I did read that, but I didn't know if what used to be Pete's was still Pete's.
It's still
So I thought
Pete's.
maybe it changed its name.
No,
'Cause
Pete's is still
that's the place where it
alive
makes
and
sense for it to
thriving.
be.
I mean, no,
I guess you could do midget
you can
strippers
pop that up anywhere, baby. They don't take much space.
The Potter's house.
Yeah. Pizza Factory. We can do it anywhere. It's a $20 rental room right there. It's awesome.
Persnickities.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Dude,
And you know what? Fuck that. I'll go to the Sholo Park. You know, like one of the old Ramada. The
Goodness gracious.
one with the fireplace. That'd be nice and classy.
Yeah.
And that's Small Town Dads. Thank you guys.
Peace out.
You
Much
know,
love.
all the people that watch out, support us. If you reach out, like we've said multiple times, reach out if you guys have anything you want to say, or you want us to cover anything on the podcast. Anyway, love the support. Come see us, hang out, and that's it. Small Town Dads out, baby.
Just some small town dads living in the White Mountains.